How can nurses look after others if we can't look after ourselves?
We're not supposed to be like this. You know, we're professionals, we're supposed to have it all together. We're the ones that are there to help.
We're not superheroes. We're individuals who do unique jobs, and it is our job.
You can't come to work and not bring your whole self.
And it's recognising that sometimes the stuff that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis takes us to the point of where our lives come into question for ourselves.
If our well-being isn't a priority, then we can't deliver the best personalised patient care.
There's a huge connection between staff well-being and quality of care. We know if our staff are happy and are coming to work and enjoying the work, it's better for patients.
I think we have to make so much more spaces for our professionals to allow themselves to be human.
Our staff really deserve every support they can get. I can't think of a tougher job. When we started to think about what we really needed to improve in our health board, one area that quickly came up was staff well-being.
I linked with Johan and we started having conversations about arts in health. Arts, I see as a significant vehicle within health. We have then been fortunate to get some funding to help us develop Sharing Hope.
So I feel that Sharing Hope is a very unique project in that it's brought the worlds of art and health together in a very equal way. It's been co-produced between myself as the arts coordinator and Jane as the suicide and self-harm prevention lead from the very beginning. It's at the highest quality in every aspect. We've been able to take into account both the artistic quality of it, but also the concerns of our staff, because Jane is a mental health nurse. She's been working for the health board for over 30 years. That brings an authenticity and depth to our project.
Sharing hope. It's the hope that, you know what, we can do this. We can move forward, we can be together, we can come out stronger. We wanted to join up the dots. We didn't want one person thinking, I go home at night and I think to myself, I don't want to go back tomorrow. This is not what I signed up for, but my heart is this is what I am and this is what I do and this is my passion. So it's listening to people and it's understanding, and they are the most generous things we can give to people. But if we can wrap that around something like art, the power of arts in health. And the unique thing about art and any art form is sometimes you don't have to go to the depth of that emotion or the depth of that pain. It feels natural. It's a way that feels comfortable. And I think that's the magic of Sharing Hope. We're allowing a person to come into that first phase of really exploring how they feel and what they want to share.
It's a very inviting way of seeking support. It's like a sort of friendly open door that people can walk through without having to say I'm ill or without having to be diagnosed or anything like that.
It doesn't take anything away from the existing support that's available for staff and volunteers within the health board, but it adds to it within the workplace, within work time. It gives people a sense of, you know, fresh air, I suppose. It's like just stopping and being. I believe that all human beings are innately creative, and creativity is an important aspect of health. And I think in this particular context, creativity gives people a space to reflect, to process, to make sense of things.
So it's not an individual practice, it's not one-to-one. We're inviting ideally groups of staff from across hospital sites, wherever the setting may be, to come together and share, first of all, the enjoyment of creating something, whatever it may be, but also have that space outside of their usual practice, whether it's in wards or offices, to have conversations that then hopefully become really important ones that can continue outside of the Sharing Hope space.
Section of the Stone Age
how long humans have been doing that as a form of expression and help and therapy.
But it's amazing what happens as a result of people coming into contact with these fairly basic arts materials. I think the very nature of play helps to ground people and for them to feel connected to something quite soothing and calming.
It's just, I can feel that my heart's slowed down and my shoulders have relaxed. So I am actually feeling more relaxed.
I suppose because I've been talking and I've been saying things, I suppose, because I'm doing this now, there's sort of...
It's soothing you?
Yeah.
I think what surprised me most is how meaningful the small little moments of management and students side by side, the joy of them being able to access each other as fellow humans, is a levelling space where everyone can come together as people rather than as staff.
I'd started to really focus on what I was trying to do and my painting, my drawing, and it felt mindful. I think there was a mindfulness moment, so it was quite nice just to take some time out of a busy day and a busy week and take a moment to think about my well-being.
This project depends upon the support of management, and management are really key in enabling staff to engage on this kind of a project.
It opens up an opportunity then from a management perspective to ensure that person has the right support for them as well. So it does provide an insight into how staff are feeling. Some people may not come to you and verbalise what's going on, but to have time to draw it, it enables it to come out in a different way.
Using the arts is probably quite a different way for a lot of people and probably something people hadn't experienced before, but the impact and the feedback is hugely significant. It clearly makes a positive difference, and it's absolutely, a real feather in our cap, I think, the Sharing Hope project.
The key bit for me is looking at the evidence of the outcomes. So it's not the piece of art, although the pieces of art are great. It's actually what happens in those groups. It's the interactions, not just with the artist, but with the individuals. For me, it's the comments of individuals who've been involved. I mean, we've got some evidence that clearly suggests that people were at the point of considering suicide as their only option, and then they've engaged in a group, spoken to people of like mind, and it's allowed them to be able to express those emotions in a safe, secure environment where they felt supported, and therefore averted them from taking that ultimate action of taking their own lives. So the evidence is critical. That dopamine you get from just looking at your phone.
We all kind of shared stories. We were all talking about things that I would have never spoke to these people about if I'd seen them on the ward or in the hospital setting. So it's quite good to get to know each other a little bit better.
The hour could make a difference. Yeah. It could be a breather to go back to work and get through the other half of your shift. And if you're in a better frame of mind, your patients will benefit from that as well.
Our profession is stressful, so this session takes us away from our stressful work unit, and we are not thinking about that, and it also helps us to be with our colleagues and friends.
I'm not an artist myself, but it's always nice to explore a different part of your creativity when someone gives you the opportunity, which is what I think these Sharing Hope sessions are really good at doing.
We're also very conscious of securing the sustainability of Sharing Hope, so people can rely on it sort of being there in the future as well. At the most, we've had something like 150 members of our staff get support with our artists in 1 month. And that's a lot of people, and some of them might depend on us for that support. And once we put that support in place, we don't want to just take it away.
For us, this is the beginning, and what a fantastic, amazing beginning it's been. We've created amazing platforms, amazing forums, amazing artists. It feels a privilege. It's extremely powerful.
What's been demonstrated by Sharing Hope is that this is a vehicle that can be of massive assistance to the staff that work in our services. I think if I wanted to really see this work, I'd want to see it across the whole of Wales. I'd want to see the model replicated, but applied clearly, because what we do may not be right for the next health board or health board further away. So I'd really love to see the model used and embedded across the whole of Wales.
It's so lush, I'm so chuffed. It's nice as well that we've made it, innit?